Hello and welcome back. Today is Monday, May 26th. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 36 of the NBA playoffs. We've been grit and grinding these whole playoffs. Day 36, we get game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Before we jump into today's plays, I want to just say thank you. If you are a veteran that is watching this video, thank you for your service. I truly appreciate you guys. Make our lives way much easier. You guys probably don't get as much support throughout the whole year, but so I hope this weekend you guys are getting noticed and through. So thank you to everyone that, and thank you to everyone that watched the videos and new to the channel. Welcome, man. Welcome to the page. Yesterday's video was doing crazy. I was not watching my stats as the whole day went on. It's been incredible. Yesterday was an incredible day. I truly appreciate the support this page has been getting. Been doing this for like 3 years now. 2 years fully just doing YouTube. First year, weird. If you look back, I was just doing Bulls plays. If you guys want a quick thing, just doing Bulls plays for like the first year, which was not good because the Bulls, they were really good at the start of that season. It was like that Lonzo year, if you remember that. And then the next year just did player prop plays and then just been doing YouTube since then. And if you've been part of the grind, I had a bad laptop at the start of the year. Now I have a PC. It's been going up and up. I truly appreciate the support this page has been getting. Means the world to me. It's a lot of fun to just record every single day, and I get to just talk NBA basketball with you guys. But it's game 4. This is the stuff you guys want to talk about. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. How will Oklahoma City respond after that 40-point beatdown in game 3? 7:30 tip-off here on ESPN. OKC in Target Center. 218 over-under. The numbers seeming to stay there on the road here. It's been 218 all day. I think I even saw it's like minus 112 or minus 120, depending on what book on the over. So maybe this game is a great over game overall. Oklahoma City, 3-point favorite here on the road. I think this line opened up at 2.5. Now it's at 3 and maybe even 3.5, depending on the book. So I'm definitely interested to see how those two numbers throughout the day go. I think a bunch of people are going to be on Oklahoma City just for how bad that loss was. But I think this game is going to be another gritty game here overall. I'm going to be leaning towards... I've been picking the Wolves though since the start of the series. I'm not running away from it. I'm on the Wolves here. Even when the backs were against the wall, I was the Wolves. So I'm taking the Wolves here at home, and I'm just going to take the over because the over is fun. It's Memorial Day, beautiful outside. Hopefully you guys have wonderful plans here to lead up to this game outside and come inside, and we're all going to watch this game together and enjoy another great day of playoff basketball. I got 3 brand new plays here today, and before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And yesterday in the NBA ended up going 3-1 in best bets overall. 3-0 if you just watched the video. If you guys just watched the video and didn't peep the comment section at all where I made my same game parlay, if you just peeped the video, 3-0, so congratulations to you guys. Last week was incredible. What a great week overall. Same game parlay came up, I think, a Halliburton basket and then Jalen Brunson points on those two overall. But this game was incredible. This game was crazy. I was looking like one winners. I felt good on Halliburton to get to 20, and he did get to 20 plus points. It took 2 free throws with like 7 seconds left in the game to cash us that over. So we got very lucky here yesterday. And OG Anunoby. OG had 16 points in the third quarter. Didn't take a single basket in the fourth quarter, so finished at 16 on the right side of the hash mark on that overall. And then Karl Anthony Towns coming into the fourth quarter with 4 points. I was defeated. And then Bodega Cat turned it up with the Jalen Brunson foul trouble. He looked incredible, aggressive. The ignorant three, I was dying at that three-pointer I think he took in the second quarter. He just crossed half court. I was like, man, maybe he just drove in the lane, got a nice layup, and then he just stopped. Thought he was Paul George doing that little telling that guy to stop back in the day, and then chucked up the three. He launched that three from Waukegan in Illinois, super far away, and bricked it. But then later in the game, he had that same kind of thing. The ball got kicked out of him, and he splashed a bunch of threes late for us. He had an incredible fourth quarter overall. 3-1 day yesterday, 3-0 in just prop bets overall. Incredible week overall. Look, that was yesterday though. I'm looking forward to today's game. This is a new day, new opportunities. I'm 0-0 here today, fresh week. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be on the Oklahoma City side of the ball. I know I've normally been doing one side then the other side, so today it's going to be a little different, but I'm sticking on the Oklahoma City side of the ball for this first prop bet here. that's with the MVP. He had 6 assists in last game here. He came 1 rebound assist shy for us on the over as well. But I'm sticking just to assists here because we got a great number here overall. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, to go over 6.5 assists, coming in -135 on FanDuel. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 6.6 assists per game. Definitely got to look around. I think I went under to alt lines under, and I saw -135 there, where if you just go to the assist right on the book, it's -136. But if you go down to alt line, it's weird how some are different lines than the other. So definitely look between the two. So alt line was where I found the 6.5, which is the same number as his regular line, but for some reason it was a whole -135 versus -136. Hey, I'll gladly take those extra few cents on it. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 6 against the Wolves, averaging 8 assists per game. With the last 6 games against the T-Wolves, he's had 9, 8, 8, 9, 8, and then he had 6 in the most recent matchup in Game 3. 50% hit rate these playoffs overall, averaging 6.6 assists per game. Love the potential assists per game overall in this series. In this series, Game 1, he had 10 potential assists. Game 2, 16. And Game 3, where he only had 6, had 11 potential assists. Didn't play the fourth quarter as well. They sold it home. SGA just coming up a half shy on this in a blowout. This game is going to be a close one. This game is going to be like the Pacers-Knicks series. This is going to be the game here tonight. I know they've had some bad blowouts in this game, but in this series, I think today is the great game overall. With 11 potential assists last game, and just coming up shy, playing a whole 8 less minutes than he normally does. I think SGA is primed for a great game here overall. Game 1, this line was 6.5. Game 2, this line, 6.5. Game 3, this line was at 6.5. It stayed consistent all the time here, but we finally got a nice -130 number. I know last game was like -148. I haven't projected at 8 assists in this matchup here. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 5 games versus Minnesota when he plays 35 minutes in a game. So like I said, Game 3 only played 27 minutes, finished with 6 assists, but when he plays 35 plus minutes against the Wolves, averaging getting 8 plus assists and 4 for his last 5, getting the over 5 for his last 5. Overall, very consistent with the assists overall. Minnesota does a great job with defense, leaving a lot of opportunities for the three-pointers for the Oklahoma City. We just need those role players for OKC to knock them down. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, to go over 6.5 assists, coming to -135 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play of the day. This man is probably one of my favorite players to say his name, and he's one of my favorite gifts in the NBA right now. If you remember last year, I was really into the Kobe White Kenobi gif, but this Naz Reid guy, I love the gif. I got 2 words for you. It's not suck it. It is Naz Reid. So give me Naz Reid to go over 17.5 points, rebounds, coming to -125 on DraftKings. Naz Reid, man, love this guy overall. He's been pretty inconsistent, though, these playoffs. Has yet to have that one shining moment game these playoffs. Only 31% hit rate in these playoffs, averaging 14.9 points, rebounds. So very inconsistent overall. But versus OKC, he's super consistent. 5 for his last 6 versus OKC, averaging 20.8 points, rebounds. We always take his overs versus OKC during the regular season. Now I'm back at it like a bad habit. In this matchup here, 72% hit rate versus Oklahoma City, going back to 2022, averaging 22.6 points, rebounds, going over 13 for his last 18 games against Oklahoma City. Two for his last 3 against OKC in these series with 18, and then he had 12 in the first game. Last 6 games versus OKC, if you want to hear them, 41 in the regular season, 33, 12, 18, and 18. He just had 18 in the last game and only played 19 minutes. I think Naz Reid, this game's going to be closer. OKC has moved to that small ball lineup where they run Chet at the 5, they run Lou Dort or Jalen Williams at the 4, then the other one at the 3. Then they run Alex Caruso, and then whoever else at the shooting guard, and then the point guard SGA. So they run that smaller ball lineup, and I think that's a perfect opportunity for the Wolves, like they did last game, to sub out Rudy Gobert, and you put Naz Reid in there. He's more athletic, running with the team. Game 1, this line was at 15.5. Game 2, this line was at 16.5. Now game 3 here, it's at 17. Or game 3 was at 17.5. Now this game here for game 4, staying at 17.5 here. If last game was even closer, he would have even blown this number out of the water even more. Like I said, had in 19 minutes played in game 3, had 18 points, rebounds, 57% hit rate at home during the regular season, averaging 20.3 points, rebounds, 7 straight overs versus OKC at home. Love the consistency overall at home. Naz Reid, better home player than he is on the road. 3 straight games versus OKC with 8 rebounds. So I love that baseline with 8 rebounds. So 8 rebounds solid. His over-under for points is at 11.5. So if he gets to that 8 rebound mark and just gets to 10 points again like he has been, steady consistently, has yet to have that breakout game here overall. And I think it was going to be that last game at home. But like I said, playing time, less playing time than normal. I think he's going to get back to his normal playing time in this matchup. I have him projected at 20 points, rebounds in this game. I think Naz Reid has yet to pop off in these series. He plays a team that has great consistency at getting the over. I think today is that day. So give me 2 words. A few words here. So give me Naz Reid and the over 17.5 points, rebounds coming in minus 125 on DraftKings. To jump into my third and final play of the day. It is on the Minnesota side of the ball here. Talk about it in my video a few days when Anthony Edwards is at home here. They have bumped this number up a point on the rebounds, assists. When Anthony Edwards is at home, it's an auto play if it's below 14, and that's Anthony Edwards to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists coming to minus 112 on FanDuel. Hey, I say it, at home, you take his rebounds, assists. On the road, you take Anthony Edwards' points. Hey, if you took last game's points, you looked really good as well. But we hit his rebounds, assists last time. Now I'm back at it like a bad habit. 69% hit rate. These playoffs averaging 13.9 rebounds, assists. Great number on the 69 there. 100% hit rate at home these playoffs, averaging 15.8 rebounds, assists, going over 6 for his last 6 with 15 plus rebounds, assists, and 5 for his last 6 home games. So steady baseline at 15 rebounds, assists at home, 5 for his last 6 games overall, 5 for his last 6 versus OKC overall, averaging 15.6 rebounds, assists with the last 6 games versus OKC, him having 14, 17, 21, 12, 15, and 15 rebounds, assists in the last 6 games versus OKC. Last 3 home games versus Oklahoma City, 14, 17, and 15 rebounds, assists. So super consistent. I'm getting the over overall. I've been projected at 15 rebounds, assists in this matchup here. He's been grabbing the boards. He has that steady baseline at 5 assists per game. Game 1, this line was at 11.5. We easily took that over because it was 1 than normal. Game 2 and Game 3, this line was at 12.5. But since this is at home here, I'm willing to, just like Jalen Williams a few videos ago, if he's at home, I'm willing to take it, willing to pay that a little extra premium on this. I wouldn't take this if it was on the road here. If he was on the road, I wouldn't be touching this. I would just be taking his points. But at home here, projected 15, 100% hit rate at home in these playoffs, averaging 15.8 rebounds, assists. I think he's primed for another big rebounds, assist game in this matchup here. I think the role players for Minnesota step up big in this matchup at home, leaving a big game for Anthony Edwards on the rebounds, assists wise. Ant-Man to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists coming to minus 112. And on FanDuel. And those are my 3 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your favorite play in this matchup. I'm running with Anthony Edwards over 13.5 rebounds, assists. Naz Reid, love my Naz Reid just because his name's really small and he looks great on the graphic. 17.5 points, rebounds, minus 125 on DraftKings. And then the MVP, Gilgeous-Alexander, just over assist here today for us overall. Going with Minnesota at home here. So let me know down below what's your favorite player prop or who you picking in this matchup here. Are you guys leaning OKC? Am I an idiot thinking that Minnesota's going to win this one? Because I think Minnesota is going to win this one. I think this game's going to be a high-scoring game. We're going to go back to 2-2, going back to Oklahoma City. We need a great series in these playoffs. Again, happy Memorial Day overall. If you're a veteran watching this video, I truly appreciate what you guys have done for our country. I truly appreciate the support this page beginning. It's been a ton of fun to do this. 36 days in the playoffs. Been a ton of fun overall. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.